Hey friends, it's Lauren Taylor. Thanks so much for joining me in my craft room today. I'm hopping along with some of my crafty friends today, and our theme is flowers. So I have this hot foiled Joyful Peonies from Pinkfresh Studios that has a coordinating stencil set as well as a die. And I'm going to be using the stencil set to color in my flowers with different color distress oxides. I'm going to start with Tattered Rose for the base of my flowers. So I'm getting my first stencil here ready. I'm lining it up to the best of my ability. This is my first time using these types of products from Pinkfresh Studios. And I'm going to have a dome foam blender. I'm just going to jump in between the colors today as I know this is a card hop and I don't want to keep you here too long. So I have that Tattered Rose for my first layer of stencils, and then I moved into Shabby shutters for the base of my leaves, and then I have Saltwater Taffy to darken up my flower, and bundled sage to darken up my leaves, and finally squeezed lemonade to be the center of the flowers. And when I do my final stencil reveal here, I realize that my inside of my flowers was way off, but that's okay. I still think it turned out really pretty. I love these subtle colors with the silver hot foiled floral image, but I did have some ink over my hot foil impressions, so I'm just using a towel to try to wipe up some of that ink so that silver foil can really shine through. I'm going to grab the coordinating die and I'll go ahead and run that through my die cut machine so I can cut out my beautiful floral image. I think it's so pretty. I love this little shine with these colors. I'm going to layer this floral on the front of a card using a Hello A2 cover plate from scrapbook.com. It's going to be perfect for creating a shaker today, which is the other theme of our hop. I chose to do a shaker with vellum. There's going to be some other crafters who are making shakers with tulle, but I thought vellum would be really pretty, and I have this soft pastel Sparkle Blends mix. It is retired. I will link down something as similar as I could get just looking online at scrapbook.com. But I'm going to use this retired Sparkle Blend sequins mix to create my shaker card. I have a piece of vellum that I trimmed to be about the size of the A2 cover plate so it will fit nicely behind, and I have an A2 card base. I really enjoy top folding cards, so that's what I am doing for my card base. I die cut the Hello cover plate out of some soft pink cardstock as well as this kind of textured yellow and I guess it's not clear, but it's not white. Textured yellow vellum. I'm going to offset it, so I'm just trimming the side pieces of the sentiment that are the frame part that I cut out, so that way I could make this a little thinner and kind of offset it to the right without it showing any of that excess vellum on the sides that will be tucked behind the frame of this light kind of pastel peachy pink color background. So you'll see right here, I applied some glue to the Hello and I'm just laying it on top of that vellum and picking it up with the glue. And it's just off-centered a little bit, kind of like a drop shadow to the bottom right. Now that I have that layered behind, I'm going to grab some adhesive. This is 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive, and I'm going to apply it to all four sides of this A2 frame. I'm using a clear block just to help me with cutting the tape quickly, and then I will pull off the release paper for all four sides. Now, I made a slight boo-boo, but that's okay. You're going to see how I recover from my mistake. But I'm adding some wet glue behind the Hello. So now this is when I should have added my flowers, but I was excited and I glued down my vellum without thinking. And right about there, you'll see my hands and I go, Lauren, you're supposed to put the flowers in. So I'm so grateful that I used some wet adhesive and I could just kind of easily pull that up real quick and slide my flowers underneath the Hello sentiment. And that way it's like behind the sentiment but sticking out from the frame. I just love that look, like these flowers are popping up out of the card. I'm using some of my glue to adhere the flowers down to the vellum as well as to the frame where it overlaps. So just kind of lifting it up adding the glue and then pressing it down, and that will be the cover of my shaker. I probably could have stepped up my hello sentiment a little bit more with some ink blending or maybe some glitter, but I really like the subtleness of this. I think it matches the pastel sequins that you'll see here. This was actually called Cut Up or something like that. I don't have the sticker next to me, but it was this really cute pastel sparkle blends that had these little scissors in there. Oh, Cut Above the Rest. I think that's what it was called. But I didn't want the scissors in this card, so I took them all out, and I'm just going to be using the pastel sequins and different pieces from the mix. I have some thick foam adhesive from Heavy Doodle, and I'm applying it to all four sides of my frame. I peeled off the release paper, and now I'm going to work on gluing my shaker card together. I'm going to go ahead and just dump all these sequins in. It's a very large panel shaker, so the more the merrier when it comes to adding in some sequins for this style of card. I'm kind of spreading it out, making sure it's as thin as possible. And then I'm using the corner of my MISTI to help me line up my A2 cover plate front from my shaker onto my A2 card base, and then really pressing down on that foam adhesive, making sure it has some good adhesion. And with that, that will finish off my shaker card. Again, our theme is floral, and I use vellum for my shaker card. Make sure you check out the rest of the crafty folks hopping along today. I will have the hashtag below in my description, as well as the general channel link, so you can find everyone crafting this month for Card Hoppin. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll click like, and if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. As always, you can find everything I use down below in the description box. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye!